What's up, party people? This is Jason White, CEO and founder of Witness Riches, the 700 Club. I'm going to be sharing some information with you. It's going to be very helpful, and it's going to allow you to take your credit score to a new level, because I'm going to share with you basically a free resource to help you rebuild and improve your credit score through acquiring trade lines. And basically, I'm going to share with you how you can get this free resource. This is our 4 credit card strategy action plan that we're going to give away to you absolutely free. Again, this information is shared in my new book, the actual strategy. This particular action plan gives you the strategy and the actual tools that you can use that are very affordable, not sold through my organization, actually sold through the actual creditors at a very affordable rate. And basically, we have some guaranteed approvals in here. We have some trade lines for better credit scores. Basically, about 3-4 trade lines per credit score bracket. And if you are someone who is looking to improve your credit and rebuild it, this is definitely a great tool. And I'm going to share with you how you can get that for free. But quickly, I want to educate you on why this is critical to you getting approved for, future line of credits. Okay. So basically, what lenders will do is they will grade you off of recent activity, right? And what happens is a lot of people are looking to make moves in their lives, but they're not doing anything to actually improve the likelihood of that happening. And we have 5 components to a credit score. Okay? And I'm going to preach this until I'm blue in the face. We have 5 components. The first component is payment history. The second component is credit utilization. The third component is length of history. The fourth component is credit file mix. And the fifth component are inquiries. Okay, so in order for you to improve your credit and build your credit, you need to begin to positively influence each of these 5 components of your credit score. Otherwise, you're doing a disservice to your future because you're not actually proactively improving it. Okay, and one thing that is going to help you is taking advantage of this free resource, our Credit Builder Secret 4-card strategy action plan, which I'm going to share with you once I educate you on why it's so important for you to utilize this tool. Okay, so there's 5 components to a credit score: payment history, which is 35%. Credit utilization, which is 30%. Length of history, which is 15%. Credit file mix, 10%. And then inquiries, the remaining 10%. Altogether, that's 100% of your credit score. But what we need to do is we need to be strategic with our actions. So what we want to do is we want to focus our efforts on particular actions that's going to get us results, right? So if this is 100%, each component is made up of a certain percentage. Which 2 areas should we focus on first? Of course, the first 2 components, because that's a greater impact that we can have by influencing those 2 components, okay? So just so you can understand how big of an influence you can have by just influencing those 2 components alone, check this math out, okay? So the lowest score you can have is a 300, okay? That's the lowest score. The highest score you can have is an 850, okay? That's basically perfect credit. Now, you're in a position where your credit is probably bad, or you don't have any credit at all, so you're working on this low end. And what we need to do is we need to focus our efforts on improving that. But in order to improve that, we have to be strategic with our actions, okay? And 300 low, an 850 is a high. That means if we subtract that, there's 550 points that we actually have the power to influence, okay? So what you want to do is you want to influence as many points as possible through a minimal effort, okay? And if 35% of your credit score is payment history, when you multiply that by the amount of points that you can actually influence, that gives you 192.5 points. Okay? So that means by adding new payment history to your credit report, your credit score will improve 192 points. Now, there's a myth that goes around that says that all you have to do is pay your bills on time. And of course, you know, by you paying your bills on time, that's influencing the payment history component of your credit score. But if we look at the math really quick, having the low end of a 300 and we add perfect payment history, 192.5, that only gives us 492.5 credit score. And as you know, that's still bad credit score. So what we need to do is we also need to influence these other components of the credit score, which is also credit utilization, which is 30% of your credit score. 30% times 550, that gives us 162.5 points that we can actually influence, okay? So by us maximizing credit utilization of our credit score, adding that to that would give you a 665 credit score, okay? Of course, it's not perfect yet, but you're on your way by impacting those two components alone, which we're gonna share with you tools that you can actually influence in this worksheet right here, okay? The thing is, as you continue to add new accounts to your credit report and extend those accounts, you're gonna positively influence length of history. You're going to positively influence your credit file mix because you're going to be adding new accounts to your credit report. And because we're being strategic with our actions, we're using minimal effort. That means that we are going to minimize this component by not applying for everything. We're going to apply for accounts that we know we're going to get approved for through this potential worksheet, okay? And by you not exceeding 8 to 10 inquiries within a short period of time, you're going to be able to maximize that component by utilizing this worksheet, okay? And when you do all of those things, your credit score improves. You see how understandable that is? All right? So these are the 5 components of a credit score. By you implementing the credit builder secrets that we have in here, taking advantage of our 4-card strategy, you're going to be able to maximize payment history, because with 4 potential accounts over a span of a year, each of those accounts adding a positive payment to your credit report, that's 48 positive payments that you're going to add to your credit report. So that's going to skyrocket your payment history. By you taking advantage of the revolving accounts that we recommend and minimizing your credit utilization, which is the comparison of your credit card balances to the limit, by you maintaining a low credit utilization, you're going to maximize the credit utilization percentage and maximize that point component. And by you adding new files to your credit report, it's going to diversify your credit file mix. Keeping those accounts open will add length of history to your credit report. And being strategic and opening up accounts that you know you're going to get approved for is going to minimize your inquiries and allow you to maximize that point total of 10%, 55 points altogether. Is going to really help you improve your credit scores while you're on this credit repair journey, okay? So if you are someone who is looking to build your credit or improve your credit score, I highly suggest that you take advantage of the link that's provided in the description of this video and also in the comment area. Download our Credit Builder Secret 4-card strategy action plan. Implement this. And then also, I'm going to provide a link to my new book, Credit Builder Secrets, so that you can learn the other 5 ways to improve your credit score up to 200 points, okay? Again, my name is Jason White. Put this to work and watch your credit score skyrocket.